In the NBA, there's always going to be talk about the league expanding and getting a couple more teams and having it be 32 teams like they have in the NFL. Personally, I think it's a good idea. I think that there's a couple cities that deserve teams like Seattle, and then other ones like maybe Kansas City or Nashville or Vegas. There's cities that could use an NBA franchise, and I think it'd be cool to do that. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an expansion rebuild. I added 2 teams, but we're just going to be rebuilding one. It's the Vancouver Ravens. I just thought the color scheme was cool, purple and gray and black. I thought it looked pretty dope. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. And it's just going to be a normal expansion rebuild, nothing too special. But anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. That helps me out a lot. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead, let's get into this video, and let's see if we can win a championship with an expansion team. With every expansion rebuild comes an expansion draft. So we do have to do our expansion draft here and see who people aren't protecting. I don't remember if I've done a 2K21 expansion rebuild or not. But of course, there's the other team, and that is the Liberty. I don't remember what city the Liberty are in, but let's choose our player. Michael Porter Jr. did not get protected, and he just got picked up by them. So who are we going to be able to get? Okay, so Serge, Tristan Thompson, Mike Conley. I want to look at age quick. RJ Barrett did not get protected. No way. Yo, that's crazy. RJ Barrett. There's some good players out here. I'm going to have the youngest team in the NBA. Dude, this is about to be wild. Alright, we got to pick up RJ. And let's choose another player. I want to go by potential. Nah, that's not the way to do it. Okay, let's go by age again. A bunch of 20-year-olds. Let me see my 21-year-olds. There's some solid options there. What about 22? Any good 23-year-olds? Not really, like, over the top or anything like that. Alright, I gotta look at my options here. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go overall-wise and see who's the best. I mean, Serge would be decent. Tristan Thompson would be decent. But I think our second pick has to be someone more along the lines of, like, Daniel Gafford. Okay, so we'll do that. Carmelo just got taken. Okay. I'll take Serge here. That's some money we can use. And then, I mean, a lot of these are, like, expiring deals. So Conley, if we can't find a place for Conley, we can just trade him. And if we can't trade Conley, his contract is just up, and then we don't have to worry about it. Anybody else? Okay, I just want to get some young players too, so we got to make sure we do that. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is nice. We could also use, like, I mean, Malik Monk wouldn't be bad. Derrick Jones Jr. wouldn't be bad. Who could I use? Let's go back to overall wise, and let's go this way. Oh, man. I mean, people are going to protect their really good players. We'll go Malik Monk, I guess. And let's see who else we can snag. Jeff Teague's got a big old contract. Man, I mean, Derrick Jones Jr., he wouldn't be bad. Maybe we could go ahead and get Shabazz Napier. I like Napier. He's got a small contract. What are we at? Round 9? Okay, I'm just going to, like, get about 10 players. I don't even know what my team looks like right now, to be honest. But Doug McBuckets, let's do that. And then let's go ahead and get Dorian Finney-Smith. And then that's all we're going to do. We'll let them simulate the rest of the draft. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our team. It's not going to be great. We got Serge, Mike Conley, Napier, McDermott, Finney-Smith, RJ Barrett. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I'm going to send Gafford to the G League, and I'm going to send RJ Barrett to the G League. So we got to go sign somebody in free agency. Okay, free agency, Pau Gasol, Ivan Rabb, Maurice Wagner, I guess. J.R. Smith, we'll just sign J.R. Smith. Okay, so JR's coming to the team. That means we can send RJ Barrett down to the G League, which means he's going to be a beast next season. But this is what the roster looks like for now. Look at these jerseys. Isn't this a sick color scheme, dude? I love this color scheme. Absolutely beautiful. It's like blue and like or it's purple and like a bluish gray is just fire. I mean, I could do a better logo than that, but I like this a lot. Okay, team-wise, we're not that great, but it is what it is. I do want to get Alexander Walker some minutes, though, because I think he's going to be a valuable piece for us. But here's the thing. Let me go look at... I got to go ahead and look at the salary cap table. So, wow, we have... Why do we have, like, no salary cap? What the... Oh, because we got all of this stuff. Okay. Wow, that's ridiculous. But next season, we have a ton of cap space. A literal, like, $103 million. That's crazy. But I want to see if there's anybody we can get with Conley and, like, our 2 first-round picks. He has a ton of... he makes a ton of money. He's got some value. I mean, there's some good players we could get. We could go get De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. We could get Michael Porter Jr. We could get Jamal Murray. We could get DeRozan and Aldridge or D'Lo. But, like, is it worth it? Are any of these trades worth it? Okay, what if we didn't do... What if we just did Mike Conley by himself? All alone. Can he get us anything good? Clint Capella as our center over 3 years, $16 million would be really, really solid contract to have him. What if we threw in, like, just like this 2023 pick? Pretty much the same things, but we could get a 2021 pick from the Hawks. That might be solid, actually. Brogdon. I think I got to go ahead and get this one in here. And we got 2 picks in this year's draft. We're going to be not good. We're going to have cap space. I think we just run with it. I got to go ahead and look at what our staff looks like, though. Head coach, yeah, he's buns. We're going to get rid of him. We're bringing in Michael Stauffer. Assistant GM, we're going to get rid of him. We're going to bring in Eric Brown. Trainer, we're going to get rid of him. We're going to bring in Donald Jones. Assistant coach, we're going to fire. And we're going to bring in Trent Peterson. Head scout, we're going to fire. I never really care about scouts, but we're going to bring in Kuba. And then CFO, we'll leave our CFO. Okay, so now the team is set. Let's go to system. Pace and space. I mean, this team's going to be bad no matter what. We're going to do 7 seconds, though. I'm going to simulate season number 1. We're going to be bad, which is fine, because then our draft pick's going to be good. Hopefully, the Hawks are bad, so we get a good draft pick from them as well. But we'll see what happens. Currently, we're 5-6. We're about 500. I want to be worse than that. It is what it is. I will see you guys at the end of season number 1. All right, and in our first season, we won 34 games, so everything seems to be going to plan. Maurice Wagner won Rookie of the Year. I could have picked that man's up, but it's because there's really no rookies playing. All right, so Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year, 63 wins for the Bucks, which is crazy. Here are all the awards. No Ravens are going to be on any of this. So let's go ahead and let's look at the playoffs. The Liberty made the playoffs. I think it's Louisville, right? Oh, not Boston. I want to see, yeah, the Louisville Liberty made the playoffs. What's their team looking like? Okay, where is the Liberty at? So, Michael Porter Jr., Rudy Gay, Tristan Thompson, Melo, Beasley. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be a playoff team, but that's an okay team. That's a decent team. But anyways, let's go look at our stats then. So, Serge Ibaka led us in scoring. Then we had Malik Monk, Shabazz Napier, Frank Kaminsky. I'm surprised this team won 34 games, to be honest. But it is what it is. Where were we in the standings? So, I don't even know what conference we're in. We're in the Western Conference. 34 wins got us second to last, okay? But we're better than... I mean, we almost make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. All right. So, either way, let's simulate the playoffs. Let's see how this goes. The Liberty lose in 4, and they're out in the first round. Boston goes on to win the whole thing. Jason Tatum is the Finals MVP, which seems to happen like every single time. All right. You know what this means? Draft lottery time. We are projected to get the 8th pick from Atlanta and the 9th pick of our own. And we get the number 1 pick. We jumped all the way up from 9 to 1. And then the Atlanta pick went from 8 to 9. Yo, this is great. I'm having such good lottery luck. I just don't want it to end. I do not want it to end. We're going to fire our assistant GM, even though I just hired him. And we're going to try and bring in Michael Williams. We'll throw him as much money as we can. We got him. I'm good with all the rest of the front office. NBA draft time. We hired a good scout. Let's see if Kuba knows what he was doing. And let's see who we can get at number 1. I mean, Cade Cunningham is there. He's only been scouted 1%, but he's there. We do it. We got to do that 100% of the time. Let's go to our next draft pick, and let's see what we can get at number 9. Greg Brown is still there. We scouted him 99%. Power forward, we could use one of those. Or we bring in Kuminga. I think we go with Greg Brown. Hopefully that's not a mistake. And then at 42, I don't know if any of these... I don't know if Ollie Dante is a real person. So let's grab him. Alright, so we got a 79. Seems to be the best. Then we got a 77. Or Kuminga was a 77 as well. So it looks like we made the right choice by getting a power forward in Greg Brown. And then in the second round, we got a 72. So I'm not too mad about that. Rookie signing. We're going to sign all 3 of these guys. And then team player options, RJ, of course. Nikhil, of course. Grant Williams and Karooks. Karooks can go out the door. Grant Williams, yeah, he's out the door as well. All right, so qualifying offers Malik Monk, sure. But what I'm worried about is right here, baby. Give me Giannis. Give me Giannis. Player option, no trade clause. Give me Giannis. Give me Kawhi. Player option, no trade clause. Give me Anthony Davis. We'll throw him as much as we can. Player option, no trade clause. All right. AD, we at the top of his offers. We currently are. Kawhi, we are not. Giannis, we are not. Okay. So it looks like we're getting Anthony Davis. Okay, the Kawhi and Giannis are going elsewhere. And who else could we get? Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Andre Drummond. Is there any really good young players? I guess we could get like Michael Porter Jr. Okay, let's go get Michael Porter Jr. Throw him the player option. And Jonathan Isaac, we'll throw him one too. So, looks like we're going to get... Oh, we don't... Okay, why can't we do that? Alright, let me go look at something. Let's view the salary cap table. Okay, I'm getting rid of Mike Conley's big old thing. Serge Ibaka. Why do we not have money for anybody right now? 16 million. It's because Clint Capella's here, isn't it? Okay. I can trade Clint Capella, though. I just don't see how that makes sense. Alright, we can trade Clint Capella, though. Let's see what we can get for Clint. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins, Mitchell Robinson. That's like the go-to move when I need to free up cap space. And it's not really a loss at all as like overall-wise. So we're going to do that. And hopefully that frees up the money. Okay, what do I need to do here then? How can I not get Michael Porter Jr.? This does not make sense, bro. What? Why is this like this? Okay. Michael Porter Jr. Player option. Okay, now we can get both of them. Okay, so they both signed. They should both be on the team. So we got AD, Michael Porter Jr. That's perfect. All right, so we made some big moves here in free agency. Kawhi didn't accept a contract. Wow. That's an L on his part. I would have paid him, man. All right, we could get D Rose to be a point guard for us. We could get Whiteside, Marcus Morris, Davis Bertans. I think we could use a point guard, right? So let's bring in Derrick Rose. All right, he's going to New Orleans. Okay, let's try and bring in Davis Bertans. He's coming to the team. And let's bring Doug McBuckets back. I don't know how big that contract was. $9 million. And let's bring in NBA champ Rajon Rondo. And he accepts that. All right, I think we're good. So let's go to player progression. Let's see how everybody looks. RJ is an 84. AD is obviously a 96. Michael Porter Jr. up to an 85. Robinson's an 83. Cunningham's a 79. All right, this team is now all of a sudden really solid. Definitely a playoff team. Maybe even a finals team. We'll see how the season goes and if I make trades or whatnot. I'm going to load in a draft class. I'll send some people to some training camps, and then I will see you guys at the start of season number 2. All right, so this is what the team looks like. Rondo is our only point guard, which is so disappointing because I feel like Cade Cunningham should be a point guard in 2K. Like, that's what he has been in the years past, and now all of a sudden he's not a point guard, and I need a point guard badly. And I only have 2 seasons left. So maybe I take Cade Cunningham. I take 2 first, and we just try and trade for somebody really good to play point guard for us. Like, Shea's a shooting guard. So who's a point guard? Who is a point guard on a rebuilding team that I could get that is not happy with their situation? Damian Lillard, they're buying. Curry's untouchable. John Wall, not good enough in 2K. Who has a point guard? John Morant's untouchable. Trae Young's untouchable. Who is not untouchable that I can trade? De'Aaron Fox. We could try and trade for De'Aaron Fox. Okay. We could do something like that. But I think part of the problem is Cade Cunningham's contract just isn't big enough. So if we take Cunningham and throw him with, like... I mean, who could I put him with? Davis Bertans and a first. Could that help us even more? We could get DeAndre Ayton. Who is our center? Mitchell Robinson? Should we get DeAndre Ayton and then trade Mitchell Robinson? I mean, we could also get D'Lo and Jarrett Culver, but like Ayton would be super nice pickup. We also bring in Ricky Rubio, who's not like no slouch at all. We're gonna do this, and then we're going to try and trade Mitchell Robinson away with like a first and see if we can get a point guard on this team that would help us out a bunch. Jalen Brunson, TJ Warren, like, dude, that would be fun too, but I just don't need a small forward. Okay, we need to find a point guard. So we need to throw some money with Mitchell Robinson. So let's throw Rubio with him and see if there's a point guard out there then. Malcolm Brogdon and TJ Warren. We could do that. We could definitely do that. We're going to do that because that's the best value. And then we have to trade TJ Warren because we have... Well, maybe we can run off the bench. Yeah, he could run off the bench for sure. So now we just need a backup point guard. We could trade Dorian Finney-Smith to get one. So DFS and like 2 second-round picks. Can we get a backup point guard? Ryan Arcidiacono, Ty Jerome. There's not a lot of point guards out here. Justin Wright Foreman, Chris Clemens. We'll get Chris Clemens, I guess. So we got Brogdon, Barrett, Porter Jr., Anthony Davis, DeAndre Ayton. Then off the bench, TJ Warren, Daniel Gafford, Greg Brown, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Chris Clemens. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send N'Faly Dante down to the G League. I got to sign somebody, though, in free agency. You know, we should have just signed Shabazz Napier. Will he accept that? He declined that. Okay. Is there a point guard that would accept a minimum deal? Austin Rivers? Declined. Moutier? He's not going to accept one. He wants way too much money. I guess not. So, Javon Carter. I mean, shout out Javon Carter, man. I love Javon Carter. Such a dog, but he's not going to accept that contract either. You know, we're good. We're straight. I'm going to simulate this season. We'll run the 7-second system. This is going to be a fun year. I'm going to simulate this season. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. We got a big man duo that should just wreak havoc on the league. I'm excited. This is going to be a ton of fun. All right, in season number 2, 63 wins. Just solid effort. Cade Cunningham, we traded him to Phoenix, and he won Rookie of the Year, so shout out to him. But we got DeAndre Ayton out of the deal, so I'm not mad at all. Here are all the NBA teams, though. Do we have any Ravens on anything? No NBA teams. Defensive teams. We do have Anthony Davis on defensive second team. All right, so that being said, we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference, but I think Boston actually won 66 games, which is ridiculous. But here we are with this team. We got a very, very well-rounded scoring effort. Like, 13 to 18, we have 6 people scoring between 13 and 19 points. AD, though, also 8.5 rebounds, 3 assists. Really good stuff from him. But we got Zion here in the first round. And what better matchup to have than Anthony Davis guarding him. So I love that matchup for us. We're up 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, we win. Then we got Sacramento. All right. Pretty much should be pretty good against them, and we are 4-1. And now John Morant. Okay. I think we are pretty solid against them as well. 4-1 them. And can we win the championship here in season number 1? We got Chris Dunn, Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, Kevin Love, and Joel Embiid. Kevin Love would be a nice power forward for them. I like this team. I mean, there's not a ton of shooting. I mean, you got Kevin Love and Matisse Thybulle, but I like that team a lot. 4-1, we end up winning the entire thing, and I think I'm going to go through another season, because why not? We already won, and it's time to go into another season. Malcolm Brogdon wins the Finals MVP, 19 points, 6 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 1 steal per game. Shout out Malcolm Brogdon. Winning awards, nobody thinks he's going to. Rookie of the Year, Finals MVP, that's a dog right there. Draft lottery, we don't have any picks. I don't know why I went into this. We're just going to skip. Timberwolves win the lottery. Staff signing, okay, we're going to hire Jordan Malone to be the CFO. Hopefully he accepts. He declines, I don't care. They can pick one for me. NBA draft time. Actually, don't even care about the draft because we don't have a draft pick. So get through that. Get through all this. Could care less. Team player options is where we need to be. RJ, yes. Nikhil, yes. Dante, yes. Clemens, no. Qualifying offers, Ayton, of course. And now let's see who we have bird rights on. DeAndre Ayton. So we'll throw him like 153. TJ Warren, we'll throw him like 162. Clemens, don't really care about. All right, so we got those guys. Is there anybody else missing from our roster? So we have our starting lineup, except for Ayton is good. And then we got Brown and Gafford, Dante. All right, we're straight. So let's just get those guys I just threw contracts to. And so we're going to match Ayton's contract, which is fine. That just means have more money or not as... We're over the cap, I'm pretty sure, so it doesn't really matter. But a backup point guard like Tyus Jones would do us wonders. So let's hopefully he comes in. He does. And who else could we afford? I mean, Myers Leonard, Muscala, Deontay Burton. I don't even care. None of those players matter. Let's go to player progression. And let's see how people look. Dante was in the G League. He is up to a 75. Smiley Jack's a 75 as well. Oh, no. Dante's a 77. Alexander Walker's up 4. Brown's up 3. Brogdon's up 1. Warren's up 1. RJ Barrett's up 2. Porter's up 4. Ayton stayed the same. Centers just don't get better in 2K. But anyways, I'm going to go to training camps. I'm going to send some of our young guys to potential camp, and we will get into our 3rd and final year. All right, so we're pretty much just going to run it back with the same team and see if we can win again, because why not? You know, sometimes I give you guys shorter rebuilds, and I only went 2 years, and I kind of want to get away from that. I want to try and go 3 years regardless if we win or not. So, yeah, let's do this. So, I'm just going to simulate this season. We got this pretty much the same roster. Actually, let me go look at something quick. So what does our rotation look like? I want to go 10-man. But does that knock out Tyus Jones? It does. Maybe we go 11-man. Let's just run 11-man. All right. I'm going to simulate season number 3. Let's see if we can win ourselves another championship. I will catch you at the end of season number 3, hopefully on our route to ring number 2. All right, in year number 3, we were 5 games better than last year, I think. And here are all the awards. Giannis wins MVP in LA. Amani Bates wins Rookie of the Year on the Timberwolves. Sad things all around. Michael Stopper wins Coach of the Year, though, so shout out to him. All-NBA first team, no one. Second team, no one. And then AD does make third team this year and first team defense. Okay, so that being said, we are the 1 seed again, obviously. You don't just win 68 games and not be the 1 seed. AD averaged 19, Warren 16. Wow, they don't have Warren doing anything except for scoring the ball. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Dang, he's even getting out-assisted by Michael Porter Jr. That's just crazy. But either way, let's simulate the playoffs and let's see if we can win another championship. down 3-2 here in the first round. Are the Spurs going to beat us? Are they going to knock us out? We've got a game 7. Let's see if we can do it. Can we make it to the second round, or are we going to get knocked down the first? Looks like we're going to make it to the second round. Now we got Dallas, so we're up 2-0. And now we're up 3-0. And we win in 4. And we got the 6th-seeded Phoenix Suns. We took Ayton from them. They got Cade Cunningham. He's only an 84. I think we made the right move by taking Ayton in that deal. Yeah, we should dominate this team. 4-1, and now we got the 76ers in the finals. Is this who we beat last time? I think it is. 3-2, we're up, and let's simcast this last one. See if we can win. Close game, but we do win by 9, and we get our second championship. Let's see if Malcolm Brogdon wins back-to-back. He does not. AD takes this one. Shout out Anthony Davis. An NBA champ in real life now, and an NBA champ in this rebuild. Hope you guys enjoyed this expansion rebuild. I had a ton of fun with this one. I love that Ravens color scheme, so I want to use this one rather than like everybody does expansion teams. They do like Seattle. I thought this was cool. Vancouver Ravens. I don't know if Ravens has anything to do with Vancouver, but it's still pretty dope. So I appreciate you guys for watching this. If you enjoyed it and you are not subscribed already, I hopefully this video convinced you to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate if you guys did that. And also liking the video, commenting, all that stuff helps out the YouTube algorithm, which helps me out, so I'd appreciate that. But until the next video, I'm saying peace out.